Hey Zena's class, guess what? Since my last video, I've been doing some of the things that I talked about. I've been practicing the ukulele, and I'm still not very good at it, but I'm getting together a song so that I can play it for you in one of the videos that I'll be making soon. I've also been writing in my journal, and I've heard from some of you that you've started journals, which made me very happy. And I've also been working on my Bollywood dance, which is just at the very beginning, but I am going to get better at it. And I will also do the Bollywood dance for you and show you in a video that I'll do later. It's really a dance that involves a lot of jumping, so it's been kind of exhausting, but in a good way. I've also been making things for people, which I'll show you a little bit more about later, and also wearing weird outfits, because we can wear weird outfits when we don't have to go to school, and I really like that. So you might want to wear weird outfits at home if you have anything fun around that you wouldn't usually wear to school. I mean, maybe you just wear a swimsuit all day. That might be kind of fun, right? Unless you're going outside, it might be kind of cold. So some things about this whole situation I've been thinking and writing about in my journal can be hard. Like, I don't know if you feel like this, but for me, I have been feeling lonely for my friends. It's really hard not to see your friends, and I know it's really hard for Finnegan and Amato also to not see their friends. Definitely have been writing about that in my journal, because that's a hard thing. And it's also hard to stay home and not really have places to go. Those are tough things. I would imagine you might be feeling like that too. So here are some things I've been doing. One thing is I'm making things for my friends. One of my friends really likes Prince, and as you know, I also really like Prince. So I got these pictures from a magazine. I color copied them a while ago, so I already had these. And I'm going to be cutting them up and making them into a collage for her. And I think that might make her time of being alone away from other people a little bit better, and it will make me feel connected to her. So I like to do stuff like that. I've also been doing a dance party every day online through an Instagram account, and that has been super fun. A lot of people are also having dance parties, so I bet you could find one if you wanted to join online. Also, we've been watching movies with our friends sometimes. We watched a movie with our friends the other night, and we were all in our own houses, but we were chatting on our phones while we watched the movie, and we pressed play at the same time so we could all watch the movie at the same time, and it was really fun. You can do that also with Netflix, has a way of doing that with Google Chrome. So you can watch a movie with all your friends and everybody in their own house and make comments on the side. So that might be something to try if you miss your friends. Also, I've been taking care of people who might need a little bit of support. So I had one friend who really needed a thermometer and didn't have one, so we brought him a thermometer and left it on his porch so that we wouldn't be too close to each other. And then I have another friend who really needed some Tylenol and did not want to go out, so we brought her some Tylenol and left it on her porch. So if you have somebody to help, sometimes that makes you feel less lonely, for me anyway. So one good thing that is coming out of this situation is some very funny stories. My grandmother, I talked to her the other day, who's about to turn 96 and lives alone with her cat. And she told me that she ran out of cat food because she can't go to the store right now. And so she was feeding her cat Cheerios. She said, luckily I have a lot of Cheerios because it took a few days for the food I ordered over the phone to get here. I never heard of a cat eating Cheerios, but I did think that was pretty funny. I wouldn't have even think my cats would eat Cheerios, but apparently they will if they're hungry. The other thing is people are learning to do things. Like Melissa was learning to rollerblade the other day. She used to rollerblade, but she hasn't done it in a long time because then sometimes you keep your rollerblades in the closet and you don't really put them on, and then when you have time like this, then you think, ooh, maybe I should get out my rollerblades. And she did that, so I'm going to show you a little bit of video of Melissa rollerblading. Go, Melissa!
Doing it! Yay!
Woo!
It's harder? Yeah, I need like an actual track.
And she made it all the way around the block without falling down. She was very happy about that. And hopefully Melissa will put on her rollerblades again sometime soon and keep getting better at it. It can be really hard to make yourself do something that you're not good at yet, but we have to keep trying. So, in other good news, and you know, Italy is a place where they have had a lot of cases of coronavirus, and that's been challenging for them. And one of the things in Italy, in Venice, there are canals that they've had boats go through and tourists go on the boats, and there's been so much people traffic and pollution in those canals that they haven't had animals, marine animals, in the canals for a long time, but the dolphins have come back to the canals. So I will post a link to that article in the description of this video, but that it was really cool to see. The dolphins are back. The other thing that's happening in Italy is that people have to stay in their houses all the time. They get lonely, and so they started singing to each other. You might have heard about that, but they would go outside and sing on their porch or even out their window to their neighbors, and sometimes they would all sing together. So I was thinking that since it's Friday and we don't have Friday Sing, that I might go outside on my back porch and sing a Friday Sing song to my neighbors, and maybe that will make them happy. Okay, so I'm outside, and since we don't have Friday Sing today, but it is Friday, I thought that I would sing to my neighbors, just like the people are doing in Italy, and we'll see if maybe it brings some kind of, you know, happiness to my neighbors. So I thought I'd sing Yellow Submarine, because you guys all know Yellow Submarine, and maybe you can sing along at home. So here we go. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed the sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines. So we sailed up to the sun till we found a sea of green, and we lived beneath the waves in a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Hey, check it out, you guys. It turns out I'm out on my porch singing, and who else is on their porch singing? It's Ben! He lives next door to me, I told you in my last video, and he's out on his porch singing Yellow Submarine too. Weird, right? Well, how's it going, Ben? Reading a lot of books. Awesome. What's one book you're reading right now?
I just finished Sherlock Holmes, Count the Baskervilles. I couldn't stop reading it. It's so exciting.
Awesome. Well, maybe we'll come over to your house sometime soon and see what else you're doing.
When's you?
Awesome. Bye, Ben. It was fun to see Ben, and I'm sorry you couldn't hear him probably very well because of my camera, but we will go over there sometime, stay 6 feet away from him, and have him show you some of his drawings and maybe some of his writing that he's been doing next door. Another time we'll go over and see something that's happening at Melissa's house that I found out about recently. Other kids are doing all kinds of cool things too that they've written to me about, inspired by the last video. Felix made a stop motion animation movie, and that is really fun and cool. And Divya started her own pandemic journal, and Oliver has taken up unicycling again. He's practicing it. He's also made a journal, and he made his garage into a gym. So I am going to set up a Schoology page so that all of us can share these things with each other, and you can go on the Schoology page and share things you've been making, writing or pictures or videos or anything else that you might, even a photo of something that you're doing, and you can leave comments on other people's work. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming in your email instructions about how to do that. So I hope you're doing interesting, creative things and writing in your journal, and I will make a new video soon.